Ortiz set to deliver the first pitch. There it is. And that's a strike. Maya Brady, the left-hander. She's had her uncle Tom Brady in the stands for some games in her UCLA career. Not this year yet. Perhaps he's waiting for the postseason. And UCLA not waiting at all in terms of what they are trying to do, trying to host regionals and then super regionals. Got to be in the top 8 for that. A lot goes into that, RPI, etc. But they are on top of the Pac-12 by percentage points over Stanford. Ortiz outside, and Brady steps out of the batter's box wearing number 7. Kirk Walker over there on the third base coaching box. A Valley boy, born and raised here. Long-time assistant coach at UCLA. And in talking to Kelly Inoue-Perez before the game, she got her 800th win recently, and she said it's about surrounding herself with amazing people as that Ortiz pitch is outside. And she has certainly done that. The third coach to hit the 800 win mark at UCLA. Backus and Enquist, the other two, and those are the only 3 coaches in UCLA softball history. It is one of absolute excellence. And that's a walk, so Brady will take first base via the bases on balls, and that's one of the things Coach Bergeron talked about before the game as Jadalyn Alchin steps in. As he said, you know, we can't give UCLA any free passes, and they put him on base there. Ortiz delivers a strike. 0-1 is the count to Alchin. Wears number 40. Alchin, 5'6" outfielder from Fountain Valley and Huntington Beach, and transferred from another Pac-12 school, Washington. Having another great season in the Pac-12, and it's too bad it's going to be the last. UCLA heads over to the Big Ten after this season. The travel schedule is going to be a lot. Maya Brady safe at second with the stolen base. But they certainly didn't mind this trip. I'm told it was just a 20-minute bus ride from the campus in Westwood here to Northridge. Alchin got a piece of it, fouls it off. 1-2 is the count. CSUN is coming off a split, or excuse me, winning the series rather in Bakersfield. And Coach Bergeron said, you know, we kind of put everything together. Just getting a piece of that is Alchin. Megan Grant is batting cleanup. Jordan Woolery, Taylor Stevens, Tessa Malaulu. And we've got a shot into left field, and there for the catch is McCarman. Michaela Carmen recording the first out of the game. Runner in scoring position for the Bruins. As stepping to the plate for UCLA, Charisse Palacios. Having a great season for the Bruins. Number 13, great career as well. She is the player of the week in the Pac-12. She had 3 home runs last week and a game-tying grand slam versus Arizona. The Bruins were losing 7-0 on senior day at home. And the count is 1-1. And then the Bruins scored 11 consecutive runs. How about that? And the grand slam by Palacios. So she's playing today as the designated player, normally at catcher, and normally gets a day off. on these midweek games. Kind of rare in collegiate softball and baseball to have these midweek games, but we have one today here on Tuesday for this beautiful afternoon. Palacios looking at a strike there, 2-2. Palacios batting .371, second on the team. And she leads the team with 13 home runs. Pitch high and inside. Palacios steps back. Full count. And Ortiz will wipe her hand in the dirt and get ready for the payoff pitch. Maya Brady on second. Palacios at the plate. And strikes her out. Big strikeout for Ortiz, the freshman. And she's got 2 down here in the top of the first. Number 43. Up next, Megan Grant. Batting cleanup here today. Megan batting .360. 5 home runs. Grant has started all 40 games. The picture of consistency, certainly one of many. You look at the Bruins softball team and the pitching staff. Perhaps not the biggest star-studded names we're used to, but they're getting the job done, that is for sure. And putting the ball in play. Shot to left field. Oh, and it is dropped. That is an error on Carmen, and a run will score. So Brady scores in and out of the glove of Carmen, and the Bruins are on the board. And perhaps just some of those nerves in facing a top 10 team in the country. Matadors will hope to get those out of the way here in the first inning. Squaring up to bunt, Jordan Woolery. And the catch will be made in right field by Lulu Sanchez, the freshman, and she's got a curveball, a screwball, changeup, and this is her first career start. Such a cool story for her, again, out of softball competitively, and her first start. And her first pitch is a strike. Stepping onto the box is Shaylin Watman, having a great season for CSUN. Team high 22 RBI, a team high 8 home runs, 3 triples, 5 doubles, batting .298. Started all 44 games, make this 45. And the pitch is high, we're at 1-1. But imagine you're being a student in aerospace engineering, which is going to require enough time. And before the season, in about December, Kelly Inouye Perez told me, she said they might need her, so she called her, hadn't talked to her in a couple of years, as the ball is high and in right field. Sun in the eyes, but making the catch there is Megan Grant for the out. And Inouye Perez said, hey, I think we might need you. Would you be interested in playing? And again, Vicky was hoping to play as a walk-on or earn a scholarship, and Inouye Perez had a star-studded lineup of pitchers, so didn't have the roster availability as freshman Lulu Sanchez. Up to bat here in the 2-hole, having a great freshman season. But she said, hey, you want to play? And Vicky said, absolutely. She's made 1 appearance. It was against Texas. Didn't make it out of an inning, but got her feet wet there and then waited all this time, almost the end of the season. And here she is again. Played at Los Alamitos High. Star pitcher there. Again, a UCLA student the last couple of years, and She has been practicing and throwing on her own time with the team, and she is ready for this one, her first career start for the Bruins. 2-1 is the pitch for Lulu Sanchez. Again, Gar High School, where Kelly Inouye Perez also went, and so many Gar High School connections because CSUN assistant coach Greg Bergeron went to Gar High School as well. Sanchez puts the ball in play, and that's going to go for a hit through the hole, the right side of second base, and another hit for Lulu Sanchez this season. She gets aboard with a single, and that's just the offense that Greg Bergeron was hoping to get going early here. He said, you look at Lulu Sanchez, and he said, she's wiry, strong. Lulu Sanchez, 5'7". She was injured in the fall, but once she got going at the start of the meat of the season, she did well. All right, Ficky with a strike. Here, Michaela Carmen, who's playing left field today. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and a strike. Ficky is up 0-2. I asked Inouye Perez when she told the team that Ficky would be starting, and she said just before we had chatted about a couple hours before the game in the dugout, and you can imagine her teammates were quite excited, hooting and hollering to get a chance to see someone who's worked hard all season, January, February, March. Here we are, the last day in April, making her first career start. And again, out of competitive softball for almost 3 years. It's like the walk-on getting in at the end of a game and hitting a couple of three-pointers. Well, that's Ficky today. All right, putting the ball in play is Carmen. And the catch is made by Meoño in center field. And that's 2 down for Ficky. Mia Cortez, the designated player, batting cleanup, wearing number 10. In for CSUN. Remember, stay with us. We have an interview with Daisy Castaneda at the top of the third. She works for Premier America Credit Union and threw out the ceremonial first pitch. A nice strike by her. She set the tone for all the strikes we're seeing here today so far. Mac, they call her, Mackenzie Ficky, coming in with a lot of confidence, boosted by her teammates, as that one's fouled back, and we're at 1-1 for Mia Cortez. Mia Cortez playing outfield today. Or check that she is the designated player, but she does play outfield out of West Covina. Played at Bishop Amat. And that's going to be a ball. UCLA fans, a bunch of UCLA fans who are here disagreeing there. It's a beautiful sunny day, a lot of smog out on the horizon that you can see, but not a bad place to be on a Tuesday afternoon here at Diamond Field. And looking at the pitch is Cortez. It's now 3-1. Ficky has aspirations of one day working for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And the out is made by Maya Brady over to second. Alexa Ortiz, the freshman, returning to the mound for the top of the second here. And Tessa Mulaulu up to bat for the Bruins. 0-1, pitch is low. In talking to Greg Bergeron, who is filling in today as the coach. He said, you know, we want these freshmen to get the experience, and that's why Ortiz is on the mound pitching against the Bruins, who are looking at getting one of those top 8 seeds in the NCAA tournament. That's what they're vying for. A lot of great experience for her and Ramirez, who we might see Ramirez today as well for the Matadors, and fouling that one back. So it's going to be 1-2 on Mulaulu. Ortiz, 1-1 with a 2.33 ERA, having a good season. And again, her first year pitching in the Big West. Oh, and going down to get that one is Mulaulu, and making the catch in left field for the first out is Carmen. The Bruins looking for their 31st victory and looking to maintain that top lead in the Pac-12. They could have the distinction as being the last Pac-12 champion if they win the Pac-12 championship, as the regular season is winding down here. And squaring up to bunt for UCLA is Tessa Mulaulu. And check that was Stevens in the previous at bat. So Taylor Stevens with the fly out to left, and Tessa Mulaulu now in the batter's box. She's behind 2-0. And now 3-0. Ortiz got to throw a strike here. So Mulaulu is looking for something to drive. And that pitch is outside, and she will take a walk. Second walk issued of the day for Ortiz. So 1 out and 1 on for catcher Jayla Castro. Normally we see Palacios, the Pac-12 Player of the Week, catching, but she's got the day off from catching today, and she's in the lineup as designated player. Castro batting .250. This is her 6th start of the season. That was a strike, so we're at 1-1. So she doesn't have a ton of time this year, but she's getting some good time today out of Rockland, California, the 5'5" player. You know, one of the things Bergeron was talking about with his lineup today that they have to watch out for is the speed of UCLA on the bases. And that's why he has Mackenzie San Pedro catching today. He loves her strong arm, so we're watching this. And that'll be up and over, fouled back, and a nice catch made by a fan, barehanded. Beautiful catch there by the Bruins fan. She's going to keep that ball that was fouled back by Castro. Castro was hit, and she will take first base. So just the thing Coach Bergeron was hoping to avoid was giving the Bruins anything. As he said to me, he said they're such a good team, they don't need the help. In talking overall to Coach Bergeron about the CSUN season, he said certainly disappointing overall. Under 500, 21-23, and this team last year won 18 more games than they had the year before, so Charlotte Morgan had turned things around here. And they're trying to end the season on a good note. He said, hey, there's We have nothing to lose, and we want to build momentum for 2025. We want to make productive outs the rest of the year. We want to move the runners, put the ball in play. They know that they've been tested this season, but he said we got to start making our own breaks. They are not going to just get through the rest of the season and look ahead to 2025. He said we're going to play well. All right. Oh, and the ball is thrown away by Ortiz, and that's going to score a run, so that's an error as Mala'ulu comes around to score a run. And the error at first. And that's a tough play. Now we've got runners on the corners. Runners on second and third. One out. Brady, shot to left field at the wall, making the catch is Carmen, and a run is gonna score. So the sac fly for Maya Brady and an RBI. And now it's 3-0 UCLA. Two outs now. Alchin at the plate, fouls one back. One and one. Check that 0-2. Greg Bergeron played baseball his entire life. Both of his sisters played Division I softball at LMU and University of New Mexico. As Alchin puts one in play almost at the track, making the catch in right field is Lulu Sanchez, and that'll do it for the top of the second. UCLA. And the Matadors had 18 hits in their last game against Cal State Bakersfield. And the ground out to third base for Alexis Chavez. Mack on the mound. First career start for UCLA, and it's a doozy so far. She's doing a great job. She's allowed the Matadors just one hit so far. And Ortiz battling right there with her as well. Ortiz has had a couple of errors behind her, but she's held the Bruins hitless so far. They've got 3 runs on no hits, 2 errors, but they've drawn a walk, hit by a pitch, and had a stolen base, so they've been moving the runners along. Alexa Landeros for CSUN, wearing number 4. Landeros is from Simi Valley, went to Royal High School, 5'8" junior righty. She's playing center today. And that pitch was high. It's 1-2 at the count. Alexa batting .261, started 9 games for the Matadors. Played in 25, squaring up to bunt. Pitch is on the way, and a shot over to right field. And the catch is made. Grant making the catch for UCLA, such a staple for this team. Sophomores from San Bruno had a fantastic freshman year last year, along with Jordan Woolery. Kelly Inouye Perez calling the pitches this season. Hasn't always done that. She's had some talented veterans on her pitching staff, but doing it this year, and of course with Vicky making her first career start. Bottom of the second, CSUN trailing 3-0. Mackenzie San Pedro. Again, we mentioned she's handling the catching duties today. Matadors have some good catchers and battery mates to help out the young staff. A mix of veterans and young pitchers. And today they've got the freshman making her first career start against UCLA. Not going to forget this one, neither will Vicky. And that ball is put in play by San Pedro, and a nice catch, shoestring catch in center field by Meonia Castaneda, who is the CSUN branch manager for the Premier America Credit Union. And we'll get to Daisy in just a minute. We have a UCLA leading off with a hit. And Daisy, can you tell us a little bit about your role as the branch manager here at Premier America Credit Union?
Thank you. Like again, I said, my name is Daisy. I'm the branch manager here at CSUN. We have a branch located on campus. We are all over the San Fernando Valley, Santa Clarita Valley, Ventura County. We are the official credit union of CSUN. We offer great promotions, exclusive promotions for students, alumni, faculty, staff. We have a great partnership here at CSUN. We offer free financial literacy workshops. We have a great partnership, like I said. We have an education officer on campus that offers workshops, and we are just excited for this partnership.
Well, we are excited to have you here as well, as the Bruins score another run there on that hit. Tell us a little bit about the partnership. You told us a little bit about what it entails, but what is it about the partnership between Premier America Credit Union and CSUN that you enjoy so much?
Well, I love offering free financial literacy workshops to all our students, like I said, our faculty, staff. Our goal at Premier America is to expand this partnership to be able to educate our students on financial literacy. There is a big need currently amongst our generation, and we feel that we need to offer more resources to all of our students. Like I said, we have a financial education and inclusion officer that offers workshops. Again, I said we would like to expand this partnership and continue to do the different workshops that we offer financial education to all that attend CSUN and all our member owners here at CSUN. Like I said, we are a credit union. This partnership is available to everybody in the community, and we want to expand. Our goal is to offer our services and allow our members to meet today's needs and reach tomorrow's dreams. So it's very important to us. That's one of our missions at Premier America Credit Union.
Okay. And how do you see the partnership benefiting so many different constituencies like alumni, student, faculty, staff? How do you see it most kind of benefiting all these different groups?
So it is very rewarding to see students that have started with us, and now we're seeing them graduate. So we're helping them establish themselves. We're helping them, finance their first automobile loan. It's very rewarding to me to see somebody that came when they were just joining CSUN as a transfer student, have no idea on what we have to offer, no idea on credit, on financing. So now we're seeing these students graduating and applying for their first auto loan with us, and we're able to help them with that journey. And we want to continue to help our students, and now that they will be alumni, continue to help them in their financial journey.
And you had a chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch for today. You looked like a pro out there. What was that like?
Oh, that was very honoring to me. I'm very honored to be here and throw the first pitch. I am a big softball fan. My niece, like I mentioned, she is a pitcher, and I've always been a fan, and I'm very honored to have been able to be part of this great ceremony. Thank you.
Absolutely, and your niece going to St. John's on an athletic scholarship. Congratulations
Yes,
on
thank
that.
you.
So I know you appreciate softball, the sport, and the things that it can do for people as well. And we appreciate you, again, Daisy Castaneda, the branch manager here at CSUN Premier America Credit Union. You can stop by and talk to Daisy about so many of the things that she just mentioned here today as well. And before we let you go here, I'll give you a little thought about today's game here. How do you see everything playing out so far?
Boy, is that over till it's over. So we're going to keep on cheering our girls. And you know what? We're here to support. So thank you. Thank you for having us. This is great.
All right, you bet. And again, that was Daisy Castaneda with Premier America Credit Union. Appreciate you joining us today, Daisy, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of the game this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, Daisy Castaneda again from Premier America Credit Union. All right, getting back to the game here. Taylor Stevens made an out there at first base. Ortiz gave up her first couple of hits here in this inning. Tessa Mula-Ulu now up to the plate. A 5-0 lead here. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 here in the third. 2 outs. Had a caught stealing at second base. Nice play there by the Matadors to make an out at second. Tessa batting 7th. Puts the ball in play, fielded at second, grounded out, and that'll do it for the top of the third. CSUN trying to play, and we'll get to those in just a minute. But Vanessa Nunez is playing center field, wearing number 8, playing in position 8, up to bat. Vanessa Nunez out of Moore Park and Royal High School. And check that she's playing shortstop. Vicky working on a shutout for UCLA in her first career start. Puts the ball in play up the middle, and that'll be a single for Nunez. All right, and
second baseman Murakami.
Carlos Murakami coming up to the plate. Finally getting an at-bat here in the bottom of the third. Probably seems like forever. Playing second today. She gets hit on the arm, and she'll take first base, and the Matadors have something cooking now. Runners on first and second. Just had a meeting on the mound with Ficky and the catcher, Castro, and Taylor Stevens now warming up in the bullpen for the Bruins. She has never pitched in a game in her career at UCLA. Might get that opportunity here today. '42, Carlos Murakami. Trying to move the runners. She's got runners on first and second, no outs. 0-2, Carlos Murakami. She squared to bunt, pulls it back, 1-2. Batting .281 as a sophomore. She's making her 16th start of the season. And this is exactly what Greg Bergeron wants. Runners on first and second, squaring up to bunt. Murakami puts it in play. The runners move up and bases are loaded. Freshman Lulu Sanchez has the opportunity here now to bring in some runs. Bases loaded. We'll see how Ficky handles this. Thought she might have gotten hit. Heard a pop there, and Greg Bergeron coming over to talk to Sanchez and the umpire. Such a small community. This softball community is small and great one. And again, Greg Bergeron, a longtime baseball player, coach, son of a baseball coach from Gar High School, and friends with Kelly Inouye Perez. Her husband coaches there now. Lulu Sanchez's dad played with Greg Bergeron's dad. So many cool things there. All right, bases loaded. Sanchez. And that's going to be a strike, 1-2. Ficky, again, her first career start, trying to get an out. That's high and outside. And she's pitched 2 really solid innings, and this is the first time she's really having to work out of trouble. Aerospace engineering major, what a great story. She's making her first career start, hadn't played competitively in almost 3 years, wanted to play for UCLA, but Inouye Perez didn't have the roster spots for her in the pitching staff, and she's got her opportunity today. A swing and a miss for Sanchez. Another Gar High product. Kelly Inouye Perez was telling me, I've known Lulu since she was a baby. The Gar High School family. And it's all love. Competitors on the field, but always all love and friendships in this community. The pitch low, And now things can get interesting. Mac Fickey with a payoff pitch, bases loaded, no outs. And freshman Lulu Sanchez, the Big West Player of the Week. Let's see what the lefty can do. She puts the ball in play, a single to left field. The throw comes home, but a run scores, and the Matadors are on the board. An RBI for Lulu Sanchez. And it's 5-1 UCLA. All the runners move up. We might see Taylor Stevens. 56, Lisa Usteen is playing in right field. Her first time playing in the outfield. So, Inoy Perez mixing some things up. And putting the ball in play and not fielding that was Brady. Not getting a clean look at that. And that's going to go down as an error for Brady at shortstop, and another run scores. So it's 5-2. Carmen getting aboard with the error and the RBI. Bases are still loaded. And the catch is made in center field. That'll be a sac RBI for Mia Cortez rather. Mia Cortez with the RBI sac fly. That's the first out of the inning. 5-3 in favor of UCLA, but the Matadors coming up big here in the third inning. Alexis Chavez. She grounded out in the second inning. Puts the ball in play. Fickey thought about fielding it. It trickles into the outfield and the runners move. So now we have runners on first, second, and third again. Bases loaded for Alexa Landeros. CSUN trails by 2, but they've been finding their groove here in the third, getting to Fickey. Pitch is high. 2-0 is the count. Ninth start of the year for Alexa Landeros. She's batting .261. She's got 1 RBI. She's trying to add to that now. Nice pitch by Fricky to get that in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. Off-speed stuff. And backing away from that was Landeros. The Bruins scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third to go up 5-0, and then CSUN answered with 3 runs. And the third is still going. Bases loaded with 1 out. Fricky has seen 7 batters come to the plate. This is the 8th. Squaring to bunt is Landeros. And that pitch is in, and that's going to be a ball. So walking in a run and getting the RBI is Landeros. It's 5-4, and CSUN has crawled all the way back. All right, we've got a meeting of the mound and perhaps a pitching change. We've still got 1 out, bases loaded. Coming up to the plate, the 9th batter of the inning, Mackenzie San Pedro. Oh, and just snagging that line drive at third for the out. Nice play there by Mula Ulu to make that grab. And batting around, it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Chelsea Johnson has come up to give the umpire number 21, and number 21 is Jersey Liana. So Jersey Liana coming into pinch hit. Jersey Liana, a freshman from Hawaii. It's great experience for all the Matadors, especially the freshmen. To be hosting UCLA, playing UCLA, a perennial power, and Bruins looking to do some damage in the postseason, and right now CSUN's got them on the ropes. Bottom of the third inning has lasted quite a long time, probably no longer than for Ficky, as she gets a jersey to strike there. She's 2-1 in the count. This is the 10th batter of the inning that she's faced, giving up 4 runs. But she just needs 1 more out to get out of it. Terrific learning experience, though. She gets another fan there. 2-2. Ficky pretty much sailed through the first 2 innings. And then hit a roadblock here in the third. UCLA committed an error in this inning as Jersey fouls one off. Jersey Liana, a 5'7" righty. And again, her freshman season, trying to help the Matadors make some noise and play the role of spoiler before they get back to the Big West season and the last couple of weekends of the year. And that pitch was high. Liana very patient in this plate appearance. Big roll to pitch. pinch hit here in the third with bases loaded and 2 out. Full count. Ficky versus Liana. Payoff pitch. And Liana puts it into center field, and a sliding catch is made there. Great grab there in center for UCLA to end this with their lead cut to 1 run. Ortiz, the freshman, is still on the mound. And Jayla Castro trying to put some more distance between UCLA and CSUN and get things going here offensively. Ortiz, 1-1. Such a cool experience for both pitchers in today's games. You got Ortiz making the start against UCLA as a freshman. That's Alexa Ortiz, and she'll never forget this one. She gave up a run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, but her team is within 1. And she seems to be improving as the game goes on. 2-2 is the count. And UCLA hoping to host regionals and hoping to host super regionals. Ball is in play in the outfield, and making the catch is Landeros. 1 away for CSUN. Number 3, Janelle Maonio, the lefty. Went to Wilson High School in Hacienda Heights and transferred from Arizona. Of course, she was part of that great comeback win against Arizona last weekend at home. Last weekend, just a couple of days ago, against the perennial power. Swinging bunt, Ortiz fields it, and that run was short in front of first base, and taking another one on the throwing error there is UCLA, so they'll be on second. Maya Brady, senior out of Thousand Oaks. First pitch, single, and that's going to score 1, and it's going to be 6-4 UCLA. Brady with yet another RBI with that single. Scoring from second is Maonio. That's 2 RBIs now for Brady in today's game. She drew a walk in the first inning, sac fly in the second, and an RBI single here in the fourth. 1 out for the Matadors. 1 out, 1 on for UCLA. Alchin at the plate. Alchin 0 for 2 so far today. Third at bat. On this beautiful day, a little breeze going as well. You see the flag out in the center field blowing a little. We've not had a home run yet today. Will there be one today? And will Brady have another shot and at bat? Alchin puts that one out into left field, and that goes by center, and that's going to go for a double. No play at the plate, and Brady will score, and Alchin drives in a run, and it's 7-4 Bruins. Alchen gets her first hit of the day.
Second baseman, Savannah Mola.
Savannah Pola. Palacios getting a breather, and Kelly Inoue Perez getting her off her feet. She started today. And Pola now coming in batting here in the third spot. Her first at bat of the game. CSUN had scored 4 in the third, pulled within 1, and now pulling away again is UCLA. Pola over to third, and the out is made at second base. Nice heads up. Actually, there's getting back to the bag there was UCLA, so runners on first and second. No out made.
Third baseman, Megan Grant.
1 out. And number 43, Megan Grant, the sophomore, with an opportunity to do some damage here. Grant got on board via an error in the first, and she was part of the 2-run third. Had an RBI double there, scored a run, and now looking to add to it. Two and one the count. Grant swings it over to the right side. Play is made for the out there, and safe at home is Alchen. Runner on second for Jordan Woolery. 8-4 is the score. 3 runs here in the fourth for UCLA. And just as CSUN had scored 4 in the bottom of the third to pull within 1 and make a game of it, the Bruins pull away here again to build a 4-run lead. And it's still going. Two outs here in the fourth. Woolery scoring a bunt. Pulls it back. Right over to second. And making the out at second is Murakami. She's made 2 outs there in 8-4. UCLA looking for its 31st win. CSUN trying to get back to 500. They are 21-23 before trying to get some momentum from this game before heading back into the Big West. And seeing a strike there for CSUN. It's Carlos Murakami made some nice defensive plays there in the previous top of the 4th inning. Another player who hails out of Hawaii, Mary Knoll High School in Canopy, Hawaii. Murakami, the sophomore, 5'3", but she's got a lot of power and strength, and a great addition to the CSUN team. Matadors on the wrong end of a lot of one-run games. And talking to Greg Bergeron about that, he said those were the games we were winning last year, and this year with most of the roster back, just haven't been able to close out those Big West Conference games. And the count now is full, 3-2 for Murakami. Murakami trying to set the table here for the Matadors in the fourth. And she puts it over to Brady's spot at shortstop. Not able to beat the throw. And that's a 6-3 ground out if you're scoring at home. Matadors did a great job of batting around in the third. Those 4 runs, as we mentioned, a little bit of everything in that inning. An error, a walk, a sac fly, hits, you name it, it happened. But Ficky withstood the challenge and back out on the mound for the fourth. Taylor Stevens was warming in the bullpen. And that fact and so many more provided by the sports information directors, Lava Sleety from UCLA. His passion for softball and helping the sport is great. And home run by number 42. It's out of here. Shaylin Watman over to right field. We were just talking about how there had not been a home run in the game. And there we go for Shaylin Watman. She leads the team with 9 home runs now. That was her 9th home run of the season. 8-5 now the score, UCLA leading, but CSUN not going away. Watman again with her 9th home run of the year. And freshman Lulu Sanchez trying to do what she's done so well all year, which is get on base. A freshman out of Gar High School. So many connections to Gar High School in this game today. We mentioned Sanchez having gone to school there, her dad having played baseball there with her CSUN assistant coach Greg Bergeron, Kelly Inouye Perez having played there, her husband Gerardo coaching there now. Really cool to see all these connections. Sanchez got a piece of it. It's 1-2. Sanchez, a freshman, making 36 starts this year. Over 100 at bats. She's got 18 RBIs. And really having an impressive freshman campaign for the Matadors. Got another piece of that one. 1-2. Coming over to talk to her pitcher for UCLA is Jordan Woolery, who was just a freshman last year. Vicky pitches in, getting a piece of it as Sanchez drops into the outfield for a single, and she's aboard. All right, Chelsea Johnson looks like she is putting in a pinch runner for Lulu Sanchez, and pinch runner is number 24, Reagan Jackson.
Jackson. Left middle, Michaela Carmen.
Michaela Carmen, batting third in this lineup. Matadors trailing by 3. They've got the speed of Jackson over at first, pinch running. 1 out. A 1-0 pitch is here. And fouling it off is Carmen. Michaela Carmen started all 44 games for the Matadors. 136 at bats, most at bats of anyone for CSUN this season. Let's see if she can make something happen here. And puts the ball in play. The out is made in right field. And nice catch there by Giselle Ruiz. Check that. Taylor Stevens in right. And we mentioned Taylor Stevens. Vinny Lavisletti had mentioned that she's playing her first game in the outfield, so nice catch by her there. Kellyanoi Perez making some changes and different moves here today, and that one over the top of the press box. And a fan running over to get that. Fouled off back up and over and into the flowers, and a mom and her daughter go get the softball. It's a nice souvenir for the little youngster. One and one is the count. That one was outside. Carmen at the plate. We mentioned most at bats of anyone this season on that Matadors roster. Check that Mia Cortez, the designated player. Mia Cortez looks at that ball, 2-2. Two outs. Vicky trying to get out of the fourth. Another one almost up and over the netting. And the youngster comes back with a souvenir softball and shows her friends. Day made. Cortez struck out by Vicky, and that'll do it for the fourth. UCLA up 8-4. Freshman out of La Habra. And guess where she went? To high school. Gar High School. Gar High School getting a lot of pub today. A lot of alum from Gar are here today. Alexia Ramirez, her first pitch of the game. And that's in for a strike. Taylor Stevens at the plate. And that's another strike. Ramirez has Stevens 0-2. And let's see if she's got another in her. And Stevens got a hit in her, and that goes to center field, and she'll get a board for the Bruins. And now Mula Ulu will have the opportunity to try to move the runners. 8-5 is the UCLA lead. UCLA sported its largest comeback victory in program history. They were down 7 against Arizona over the weekend. In the final game on Senior Day, scored 11 consecutive runs. Charisse Palacio, the hero, the grand slam to tie the game, and then the Bruins just packed it on after that. What a memorable victory on Senior Day, and when things were looking like they were going wrong, then they went so right. And bunting Mulaulu, and she'll move the runner. Sack bunt for Mulaulu. She did her job. And now it'll be up to Castro, or check that. Madison Piscini, the junior out of Chula Vista and Bonita Vista High School. Maddie Piscini. The runner on second, 1 out. UCLA has scored in every inning, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Do they have more to add on here in the fifth? Piscini looks at that one, and that wild pitch will move the runner to third. So Stevens now on third. And the freshman Ramirez trying to keep that runner from third from scoring. One and two to Piscini. Ramirez to Piscini. Oh, and a shot right back up the middle. That'll score a run. And an RBI single for Piscini. Nine to 5. I think they made a song about that. Now the UCLA lead. And huddling around Ramirez is the Matadors infield that came in with some instruction. And we've got a pinch runner now at first base. And the bunt out, but moving the runner. And Hatch is the pinch runner. She moves up to second. Brady back at the plate for this will be her 4th at bat of the game. Pitch is low. Four-run lead for UCLA. Brady up the middle, and that's going to get through for a hit. Hatch is going to score, and another RBI from Maya Brady.
3 RBI today for the senior.
Left hitter, Jacob Alchin.
10-5, 5-run lead now for the Bruins. Alchin fouls that one back. UCLA once again has scored in every inning here at the Matador Diamond today. 10-5 lead, now 9 hits. And that one bounces, that pitch is wild, and Maya Brady's gonna get all the way to third on that. Heads up base running by Maya Brady. The Bruins are so quick on the base pass and able to take advantage of that wild pitch, and a frustration showing there for the freshman Alexia Ramirez, but again, great experience going up against one of the best teams in the country. One that she'll be able to look back on and certainly appreciate, but the frustration, certainly could talk to a lot of Pac-12 teams about the frustration of trying to keep UCLA from the fire that they have on the base paths. They are just tough once they get on. You have to be prepared for them to move. Low pitch to Alchin. It's now 3-0 is the count. Then Ramirez just has to settle down, take a couple of deep breaths. Of course, easier said than done with Maya Brady on third and Alchin at the plate. Pitch is delivered, and that's ball 4. And Alchin draws the walk. Pola now coming to the plate. And Chelsea Johnson gotten the hits. They got 4 runs there in the third, but the Bruins just proven to be too much in the box and on the base paths. Pola, the lefty, got a piece of it. Kelly Inouye Perez, again, 800th win this season. She got that during the Stanford series that UCLA swept. She said it's a testament to the amazing people around her, the players, the coaches, the staff, and trying to keep Maya Brady honest there. Season throwing back over to third. Pitch is outside. Kylie Galindo now in catching for the Matadors. Again, threw over to third to try and keep Brady honest there, but Maya Brady is going to try and do what she does, which is get herself in scoring position, which she did, and get home. 2 outs. Pola at the plate. Runners on second and third. Ramirez. Pitch fouled off. On the top of the dugout and back. Great crowd here today for the 7th ranked UCLA Bruins and Northridge the CSUN Matadors. Trying to finish out the season strong. They won the series at Cal State Bakersfield, a Big West series. Just had a tough time in conference. We're right in so many games, just couldn't close them out. Pola draws the walk to load the bases. And coming to the plate for UCLA is Megan Grant. Sophomore, followed up her freshman season with another great season. Batting .360, 41 starts. Most at-bats for this Bruins team. She's got 128 now. Back-to-back walks issued by Ramirez. And again, bases are loaded. One and one for Grant. She'd love nothing more than to add to that RBI total. Oh, and she puts one out to right center fielder. The outfield will look at it. Grand slam for Grant. UCLA now with a 14-5 lead. A 9-run lead. Megan Grant with the grand slam off the freshman. Jordan Woolery trying to keep things going, passing the baton. The Bruins have gotten grand slam home runs in consecutive games. Palacios and now Grant. One and one. Oh, this is happening with 2 outs. And if CSUN can't add some runs in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be a mercy rule. The rule is 8 runs after 5 innings, so we're top of 5. And the Bruins have a 9-run lead. CSUN battled in the 3rd inning with 4 runs and 1 in the 4th as Woolery gets a single to the outfield. And the Bruins are batting around. Taylor Stevens is going to have her second at-bat of the inning.
Right fielder, Taylor Stevens.
Six runs here, including the grand slam. Stevens looks at the strike. 2-1 the count. Pitch is low, 3-1. Matadors 5-16 in the Big West, looking to continue to play well over their last couple of conference series coming up. And Stevens hits it to left, and the catch is made in the outfield, and that'll do it. A tough top of the 5th for CSUN. Almost 3 years of competitive pitching. She's a junior, an aerospace engineering major. Didn't work out for her to get an athletic scholarship as the pitching needs were already met. Kelly Inouye Perez said she worked her way in. Venture to guess the most aerospace engineering major. Gotta be one of the smartest players, highest IQ on the team. Inouye Perez called her in December after they hadn't talked in a couple years. Again, the softball was on its way, and Garcia with a shot to left field, and there's the catch, 1 down. Vicky's got 2 outs from getting her first career win if CSUN can't score here in the bottom of the 5th because of that mercy rule. 8 runs after 5 innings, so 2 outs away for Mackenzie Fickey. Anyway, Inoue Perez had said, hey, we might need you this year. We'd love to have you. You still interested in being a part of the team? Fickey said absolutely. She was working out on her own in December and started throwing again and joined the team in January, and here we are. She pitched in 1 game against Texas, a relief appearance, and didn't get out of the inning. She could get out of this one with her first career victory, but Season will try and make some noise here in that inning to keep that going. Moani Ione pitch hitting here. 1-1 is the count. Trying to see if some new bats can come to life for the Matadors. Strike 1 and 2. And Fickey out of Los Al, Long Beach native, having herself a day. Called strike, and she is 1 out away from her first career win. The Matadors will counter with number 20 trying to keep things going, catcher Kylie Galindo. So the catcher can kind of get into Fickey's mind. She knows what she's been throwing. She might know what Inoue Perez is drawing up and calling here. Galindo looks at that one, that's outside, 0-1, or sorry, 1-0 is the count. Matadors trying to extend this thing. Fickey takes a pause, walks back up to the plate. There's the pitch. And that one's in for a strike. 1-1 is the count. The lefty Galindo with 2 outs trying to do something here, and the off-speed stuff for Mac Fickey is a ball. The Bruin fans wanted that one in for a strike. Fickey up high, and it's 3-1. Pitches in, fouled off. It's now 3-2, full count. Galindo versus Fickey. Payoff pitch. And she gets something off that one. Galindo stays alive in the at-bat. Can imagine the emotions here for Mackenzie Fickey. Pitches in. Off the bat. And this could be one of those at-bats where a lot of pitches are fouled off. This is a great competition here between Fickey and Galindo. Fickey trying to secure her first career win in her first career start. Only the second time she's pitched competitively in almost 3 years. Galindo almost caught by the left fielder. Alchin. Oh, she's smiling. She's like, sorry about that, almost had it. Great play there. Trying to make the catch in foul territory. It's still 3-2. A lot of pitches in this at bat. What a battle between Ficky and Galindo. Here comes the pitch. And that's ball 4. And Galindo will arrive on first base. What a battle that was. And now coming to pinch hit for the Matadors is number 23, Gazella Vargas Sandoval, the sophomore out of Arleta. Went to John F. Kennedy High School. And we've got a pinch runner at first base. And that's number 18, or 16 rather, Kennedy Guston. Vargas Sandoval in at the plate. And that pitch is high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is in, over to shortstop, making the play there at second to get the final out, and that should do it for